Hello, I'm Scott. I'm the breathing guy. This video series is titled Meditative Soft Tai Chi Qigong. It's approach, and this is a whole series of how do you do a whole series. You can take 20 minutes to do this series. You can take 2 hours. You can do it slow. You can do it a lot of different ways. You have to decide what's the most benefit to you. My approach is to get you to have the experience. Then once you get the experience, then you can enhance it, play with it, do a lot of things. And the first thing you're going to get rid of is stress in your shoulders. Your mind has to become aware. From thinking outside of yourself, you have to become aware within inside of you. You have two choices: be aware of yourself or think. Think is abstract, words, valuation, emotional valuation. When you're aware, you're neutral on that part, but your mind is encompassing your breath, how you breathe, how you shape your body, the sensations of your skeleton even, the placement of your feet, your weight on your feet. That's what you want to weigh. You want to be grounding yourself. So it's an experience. Remember, I don't want you to just do it. I want you to create the experience, I'm saying, and this is about toning muscles. Toning muscles, the ability to tighten, firm them up, and softening. When you get older, sometimes the muscle tightens up so much you can't get it soft, you fall. Or a muscle won't tighten up and soft, and you go off balance. So having the contrast with movement of hard and soft, firm and soft, is the name of the game. It takes practice. You have to practice this. You have to be aware of yourself, and the breathing comes into play. This form of breathing I call baby breathing. There's other forms of breathing, but this is baby, this is basic. This is how we start off life, to breathe like this. Now we have to reestablish it because most people don't. And that's the ability to push your belly button out and down, to inhale like a bellow, and exhale, you pull it in and pull out. You're not using your chest. The chest is engaged as a secondary part, not as the primary part, not the diaphragm. It's actually below here. So the first thing you have to do is make alignment. It's called alignment. And focus and bring your awareness to yourself. And that's tipping the hips slightly forward so you can breathe down here, and you breathe. Instead, start. Now press your little toe, and then bigger toe, and then go to as you inhale. Now push your belly button out and down to inhale. And as the belly button goes out, pull up on your glutes just a little bit. Just become aware. It's natural. And pause. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. As the belly button goes in, and pull it in a little. Push down. Number one rule: do not engage the shoulders. If this area is weak down here, in order to get any force down here, people tighten your shoulders. You can't. The shoulders have to be soft and fluid. Down, soft and fluid. But you're soft. The softer your fluid, the more you feel the ground. The tighter your shoulders, your breath is shorter. And the softer you make up here, your breath range is going to increase. This movement here is going to increase. So you have your hips slightly forward. You breathe and then pull the belly button in. As you're exhaling, let your shoulder blades drop. Shape it. Feel your feet. Inhale. Watch my feet, hands, and head. Exhale. I'm actually pulling up my toes right now, just my toes. And my hands close. Inhale. As the stomach goes out, my hand, thumb, and little finger go apart. My little toe to big toe, increase it, and exhale. Little toe releases, pulls up, and then it goes to the little. In my art, you're actually working the toes. You have to have toned toes. If your toes go weak or bad, your balance is weak. With strong dynamic toes ability, you'll definitely have better balance in your life, better walking ability. But having your feet straight ahead, center here, and then like someone pulling your head up, actually like someone pulling your chest here up and back here, or both your ears up as you're exhaling particularly, and then your shoulders come down and back and your hands to your side. If you find your hands forward naturally like this, what's happening is your chest is forward and your shoulder blades are rounding. How do you correct that or alter that? You take a big inhale here by having your hips forward a little bit. Inhale. push out here, and then when you do that, let your head come straight. The straighter your up and down your head is, your chin's flat out, the more the shoulder, and you'll feel the pull across here. That's what you want. And you pause. Don't ever hold your breath, just pause it. And your hands come apart, your thumb and little finger, and if you want, turn your thumb out just a little bit. Then exhale, let your hand come in a little bit as it gets soft. Bring your thumb and little finger together and then pull up on your toes, big toe to little toe. As this pulls in, push down on the glutes. So always remember, core area, that's here and back here, feet, hands, and head, and then spine. So hips and breathing go together, and that permits your spine to come straight. If your hips are off, your spine can't come straight without real effort. They won't stay. So you do this 25 times. In through the nose. Now, if you want, 10 times, exhale out your mouth like you're blowing a cigarette or a trumpet. And as you're doing that, let your shoulders down. Let your shoulders just, the weight of your hands pulling your shoulders down as you're exhaling. Inhale. The longer you exhale, the calmer you're going to be is the rule. The longer the exhale, the calmer you have to be. The softer you can make your torso, the softer you can make your body, the greater the breath range you will be able to create. Focus on hips, breathing in hips. This is a technique. I'm squeezing out the energy through the breath, because as I'm releasing breath, I'm releasing energy. Then I can create, move, new energy. So like I said, then exhale out the nose for a while. Once your shoulders are soft, here, you're soft. Now exhale out the nose. Inhale through the nose, pause, squeeze glutes up, pull glutes up, then exhale through the nose. Calm your eyes. Start with your hips, shoulders. Make your shoulders softer, your face softer through here. Make your neck softer. Shape your head back. If you want, rock back up on the heel a little bit so you have 65. Then when you inhale, slowly press the stomach out and feel the ball into the floor. Soft eyes, soft face, soft shoulders, soft face, soft hips, soft body. That's the sequence. If you have tight shoulders, tight face, you're going to have tight hips. As soon as you soften this up here, the hips can be, then the body can be soft. That's just it. Once you do this and you feel like, oh yeah, you feel your weight on your feet, you feel softer, now you're ready to do the Tai Chi, the Meditative Tai Chi and Qigong. This is a Tai Chi series for the most part, and the first you're going to do is called the rocking motions and your feet. So remember, always look at what's going down here in the lower body, what am I doing in the upper body, and my hands. In this motion, basically you're rocking back and forth between ball and heel, and more you can really get involved if you're good. When you go forward like this, your knees go forward. So you're up on the ball, chin level, and as you're turning, pull your little finger right in and exhaling. Now for people that have somewhat strong feet, do it without shoes. If your feet are weak, do it with shoes. That's the key, but it's the act of doing it. So it's like you're lifting a box up. And as you're lifting, your knees come straight forward. My head isn't moving, but look at my heels coming up. And I'm lifting, and my palms are pulling downwards, my elbows coming, and your arms are apart, not close like this. And then as you pause, you're turning your hands up, and you're letting it fall. Pulling your palms up, and then bring your hands slightly past the shoulders. So it expands the shoulder blades back and your head up. Be careful of your position, your health. You always know when you have your torso right, it's because you can breathe well. If your head's cocked like this, you can't breathe. You can't even inhale well. The more your head is up, the more you can inhale. Let's inhale. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Exhale. Soft shoulders, soft elbows. Slow it down if you need. Soft shoulders, soft shoulders. Watch when my hands come up, I'm actually using my fingertips. My middle finger, thumb, and the softer, my wrist gets softer. Make the wrist soft. The softer your wrist, the softer the shoulders. And as you're slowly turning, exhaling. If you need to do it out of your mouth for a while, do it. 50-50. Inhale. Let yourself soft. Turn. And as you're exhaling, let your body move, turn, releasing, letting go. Letting go of that energy. Balance yourself, coming soft. Coming soft is releasing stress in shoulders, tension in the hips, and throughout the body then. Muscle tension is stored energy. If you can't come up on your heels like this, then rock forward. Just keep your knees bent, natural. Do not try to hold yourself up. Just rock forward. Big inhale. The more fluid you become, the more softer you get, the greater your range, and the greater you can exhale. Feel your fingertips, feel your feet, feel your breath. You're inhaling through the nose, it's going down to here, and as you're exhaling, make it go up your back, your spine, around, and out your. Imagine a fluid, a white light, just going out. And soften your legs, soften your knees. Don't hold yourself up. You're not going to fall. Not possible if your hips turn. This is called the rocking motion. Then when you're done, you come back to center. Inhale, exhale. Next is called bird flap wings. And basically you turn your feet out to the side if you can. Put your feet close together, and you start here. This is you're exhaling here. Now you're going to inhale. Inhale. You bend your knees out over your toes, tight your ring finger and little finger, then soft wrists, and you're exhaling. As your hands go out, you're inhaling. See how my feet heel come up? If you can't do that, just drop down. And then when you come up, press on the big toe. Actually, pull up on the big toe and the little toes to come up. Inhale, press tight, exhale, soft, soft. And if you come tight, just soften those shoulders, soften the body. Always start with shoulders, then hips, then body. Inhale, shoulders, face, anything but soft. The softer. Look at my fingers. Inhale, spread your fingers apart, tight little finger, ring finger, tight, exhale. Tight. Now, if you want to exhale out your mouth for a bit so you can soften your shoulders, keep your head straight up when you do this. Now, after 2, 3, 5, exhale out your nose if you want. Soft, soft, soft. Always remember, exhale is the release of energy. Inhale brings energy in. Tight. Last one. 11 times is a good number doing these. Then you inhale, exhale, bring yourself back to center. Next exercise is called around the platter. And this is circular motion. Now remember, this is you got lower body action. Your feet position is very important. What you're going to do is step out with the left. You step out at a 15 to 20 degree angle. Do not step straight forward. Step out and turn the big toe in 17 degrees. Now, to step out, if you want, in the beginning, you're going to step out, notice, and then turn the heel. Turn the foot out 30 degrees or more. You don't step out too far because you're going to shift your weight back and forth. How do you know your shift? You should be able to pull up your toes, and 80 or 90% of your weight should be on this leg. Your hips have to be no arch, has to be spine. This area in the spine is straight, the better you are. But the lower back spine has to be straight up and down. So you can do it. So your knee is right over your knee, right over your big toe, so you don't hurt your knee, and soft. And you're actually putting the weight on the heel. So you shift your weight forward on an inhale, where this leg is straight, hip is forward. Now notice, why do you want to turn your foot out? Is so you can have a flat. The hips. If I go straight out, I'm like this. You want your whole hips to go forward. If you can tell when you're going to do this, is that you go straight like that. This is flat, straight in front of you. Force is going straight in front of you. Your foot's straight here. This is here. So now your hips can do this. Now I would suggest doing this. Bring your heel back to you. You just like this. You circle. You're circling around the outside of your foot, around to big toe, to little toe. Pull up on your toes. Pull up on this big toe. Really good. Even on this one a little bit if you need. Let's keep it neutral. So when you're on a forward, press on this toe. Shift your weight around so you're outside your foot. Now watch my feet. I'm going to exaggerate this, but it's not. You can do it. When you go like this, see how I turn my foot up, wrap around, then I go over here, and I'm actually turning, just as I showed you, you go around the outside of your foot. So your circular motion is this within the movement itself. That's why you need this turned in. It gives you balance. Balance is a key. Within the circle, you have balance. You can be pushed either way, and you have balance. If your foot's straight ahead, someone pushes you aside, you're going to fall. That's why it has to be degrees, 70 degrees, 30 or 40 degrees this way, but you decide. And the ability to do this. So it's that way, see how my legs, knees are bent. Just not holding up. I'm not holding myself. Some people can go lower. The softer you become, make your hips, the lower you can go. The more toning it will be. You're developing endurance. You have to have muscle endurance. This develops muscle endurance. So that's the lower body. The upper body, shoulders back, head up, spine straight, hips. Now the hands. It's a circle. So in other words, your fingers are slightly bent, ever so slightly, because you're going to run your fingertips around a platter. Around the platter. Notice my distance. I'm not together. I'm even with my shoulders. Inhale is to push out, around, pause, exhale. Watch my elbows. They're down, no shoulder. Pause. 4 parts. Inhale. Push your stomach out. Pause. Exhale. You're actually softening, so you really get good. No tension in the legs. Soft shoulders. Inhale. Pause, exhale. This is basic. There's more advanced to this. But it's not what the movement, it's what you're doing inside of yourself. Inhale. And the more you can rotate your shoulders from your hips is the idea. So the shoulder rotation throws the hands out. But the hands go around the center. And you're feeling your fingertips holding the arms. Soft elbows, soft arms. The elbows should be soft. The hands will hold up the arms. This is here. The softer you make your shoulders, if you got stress in your shoulders, your elbows are like this. No deal. It's just let your arms extend by your fingers pointing out there. Let me do a few of them. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Exhale. The separation between hips and shoulders is very important for your health. When you're done, inhale, exhale. Now you step out with the other leg. You step out at it. Here, turn your foot, turn here. This is basic. And then you rotate your shoulders around. Make sure the hips are straight ahead. Inhale, exhale. You can make adjustments when you go back. If you need to bring the heel back a little bit, define your center range of motion. Soft shoulders. Inhale, push your stomach, pull up on your glutes. Exhale, coming back around. Center your head. I was off center there. You center your head, you're letting your hands. If you're off center, you pull your arms out there, the head's going to follow the hands. The more you center hips, it's an experience. Soft arms, soft arms. Just hold, feel the fingertips. Be aware of your fingertips. Little finger ring. Then we come back, it is the middle finger and thumb pulling it back. It's soft. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. If you need to blow out your mouth, just to soften your body down more. You're trying to move energy with your breath. Energy and breath go together. Do this 11 times. Slow, fast. Alter between inhale, as always through the nose, exhale out your mouth, like you're blowing a trumpet. Bring your lips. Why? So you can relax the jaw. Last one. Inhale, pause, exhale. When you get back here, you pull up. Inhale, exhale. If you need to take a breath, inhale, exhale. This is called variation around the platter. Basically, we're going to create a ball, and we're going to make the same circular motion, same hip action, same feet, and ball. So what you're going to do is basically step out, turn the feet 15 degrees in, just out, create your balance, hips, and you're going to bring a ball. Inhale, turn around, exhale, drop the ball. Now, when you drop the ball, bring your thumb and the little finger straight. These are loose, just straight down. Don't have to come in. Now, exhale, pause. Now you're going to pick up the ball. Inhale, push your stomach out, pull the wrist back, drop. And by throwing the thumb and little finger down, as you exhale, soft, become aware of the circle. Let your weight back in the back. This is not easy. Don't ever assume. Take a look, especially position hips, So you're perfect, your head's perfectly up and down. Do not lean forward. You may pull that one, that's hard. Rotate the shoulders. Soft shoulders. Let the elbows drop. Just let them just come softer and softer. Let the whole arm come soft. Drop. Inhale. Last one. Step out the other way. Find your distance. Make sure your leg is out, so this is straight. So when you come forward, this leg comes straight, so the hip is straight towards you. That's the key thing. You want the hip straight. Soft. Inhale. Pause. Drop. Bring your head up. Soft shoulders. Thinking too much. Stop. Pause. The next Tai Chi exercise is called bass drum. Basically, you're running your fingertips around a bass drum. Again, step off to the side. Right toe turns 17 degrees. The right foot turns out. If you want, turn this out first, then step forward. And basically, you're inhaling out, and then you're exhaling, going back. Body straight up. It's a grid basic. You're running your fingertips, so your fingers tips are slightly activated and bent. These are bent. It's not flat. These are bent, like you're just touching the outside tip. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Inhale. You do this 20 or 30 times soft. Every time soft. Back straight. Soften legs. So you just flow forward. Exhale. You activate your fingertips. Put tension outwards, little finger in, pause, pull back. With the middle finger, index finger, the fingertips. Exhale. Next one is called Daughter on the Mountain. It's sort of fun. This is a Tai Chi strike, and it's done for range of motion, breathing, and force. So basically, same thing. You're making a circular motion while you're doing this. So you're stepping forward. So turn the left foot out. So the right foot, left foot can go out. My mistake. Turn the right foot out, so the left foot can go out. Turn the toe here. Now you got that circular motion. You can test it. So you go out. So you learn your distance. Now you're going inhale, pause, strike, exhale. Inhale, strike, exhale. Let it just fall. This is a hard and soft action. Soft, inhale. Cock your wrist back, make your fingers tight, exhale, soft, and let it fall. Let your shoulder blades come together, head up. Exhale, rotate back. Rotate a little forward around, and then rotate back. Then inhale, exhale. Do that 20 times. You'll find calm, always softening your upper body, softening. Feel more aware of your hands. You're stepping off. Turn your left foot out. Actually, pivot out. Step forward, 17 degrees. Put your foot out a little so you can find your center. If you need to go out a little wider, do it. Test it. So it's inhale. And then when you come back, if you need to pull your heel back a little so you can sit, then you rock. You go around the circle. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Soft. Inhale. The softer you go, the faster you can go. So inhale, cross, tight, pause. You can hold it for a second, tighten fingertips, then release fingertips. You tighten, not with your shoulders, with your core. Squeeze your glutes together here, soft shoulder, then release. Exhale. Glutes go down. Belly goes in. Inhale, belly goes out, glutes come up, tight. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Next is daughter. It's called Daughter in the Mountain, in the Valley. My Daughter in the Valley, and it's basically you step forward, same action. You inhale, exhale. Now when I go down, like I'm pushing, exhaling down, then I'm grabbing. My back is straight, bending at the hip, and inhale, pushing your belly button out. It'll bring you up to back to center, and you're pulling your fingers up, and you're splashing energy across your chest. And then you're exhaling. Look at my head. Don't let it go. It's in line with the spine. So everything is going down. You need your eyes up a little bit to do this, fine. Make your eyes half closed. Totally closed if you need to feel. Inhale. Pause. If you need to exhale out the mouth a little to soften your shoulders, feel your shoulder. Pause. Inhale. Right foot step out, left foot. So turn the left foot out, go out at it. Make sure your hip is straight. And it's basically, you're inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, you're pulling up energy from the earth, and then you're releasing. Back straight, pull that stomach in. Inhale, you come up here. When you push and squeeze the glutes, pull the glutes up, you will come up. Your torso will come up automatically. Exhale. You can release by pulling in and letting your glutes relax and push down. Do that 20 times, 10 times, but normal 11. Soft wrists, soft shoulders, soft wrists, soft jaw. Inhale through the nose, exhale. Out the nose. If you need it out the mouth, do it to soften down. You play with what I'm saying. Please. Last one. Inhale. Back to center. If you want to, take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Realign yourself. Next is called carry the ball. That's a little complicated. And it's a great exercise, especially if you've ever taken ballet. But anyway, sorry, what you're doing is you got a ball here. You imagine, oh, this is your dominant hand because I'm going that direction. Turn your feet to the side. So you're going to work on the inside and you're going to rotate around. In other words, your hips are going to rotate from the outside, across to the big toe, back here is the idea. So you come back to your inhale. Now you exhale. Inhale. Pause, exhale. Inhale, pause, exhale. Inhale, drop the ball, exhale. Then you step. Remember, my feet are turned out. Inhale, and I'm circling, my hip is circling around my feet. Circling around my feet. So I'm going from the heel when I'm exhaling. Now when I, all the way to the other side. Inhale, all the way over to this side. Now I'm exhaling, coming through, and I'm tightening this hand. Just a little, the fingertips. I'm actually tightening the fingertips and then really softening up here to exhale. Now I'm going to say, exhale when it's tight, inhale when you're soft. And then you do one more. Then you go the other direction. Point those toes. Sure your hips are out. Hips are forward, back straight. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. That's carry the ball technique. Basically, you have your feet out like this, you're stepping out, and you're rotating your hips between here. The more you can step out, the harder it is. It's a very old ballet technique, but it works, and you're breathing from here, across your glutes, you're working, and then you're timing, circling, no shoulders. Let your hands come, arms are totally soft and fluid. You're trying to make yourself fluid. That's the goal. The next exercise is called push and pull. And basically what you do there is you're stepping out again, making the lower body circular, and you're exhaling, going out. See how I'm pushing? Hands like that. That's totally exhale. No shoulders, no shoulder bullet. Just shoulders square, head back. If your head's straight up and down, your shoulders are not going to go forward. Then you turn, pause. Now you're inhaling, pull your finger. And you're shifting your weight back. Turn, rotate around, exhale. Rotate. Inhale, pull those wrists back. Then rotate around. Now you're pulling your wrist back. You're pulling your wrist in to you, pulling that energy towards you. Now you're throwing your energy out. Hips are straight. This is a straight line, not bent. That pulls through here, calf. You're solid. Inhale, rotate, exhale, rotate. Inhale, pause, exhale, soft shoulders. Rotate, inhale. To the other leg. You step out, 30 degrees, turn your foot out, turn this, and you exhale going out. Inhale. Exhale. Rotate, inhale. Rotate around, exhale. Let your hands come together a little bit. And when you want to open your fingers a little bit, inhale. Think of your fingers pulling your hand back in. That's the middle finger, the index finger and the thumb pulling you back. The ring finger and little finger soft. When you turn around, it's the little finger and ring finger that's firm. The fingertips pulling your wrist back. This is an exercise. Soft shoulders, soft body. You can't believe your power when you do this. Rotate your hips around to come back. Rotate your hips around to go on the outside as you're going forward. Rotate your hips going around. See, I'm making that little circular motion with my feet, with my toes. Again, if you need shoes, put shoes on. You need socks, anything firm. So once you get exhale, inhale, step back, exhale. Next one is the bringing in energy. This one here is your palms are up, same circular motion with the hips. You're stimulating the feet, the outside of your feet. You're using your toes, your hips in position. You're standing up straight. So what you're doing is stepping out. So if you want, turn the right foot heel like this, step out, So slightly in, make sure you're out, open up, so you're open. You bring your hand in, like this. Inhale. Exhale. You're getting energy from the universe. All the way out. Exhale. You're releasing energy down into the ground. You bring it in through the hands, all the way to your core. Then as you're exhaling, let it go down into the earth. Float into your legs and down. Inhale. Rotate your shoulders around. But be sure what you do, your palm is straight up. How do you do that? Is make sure the thumb is pulling the palms up. The thumb is pulling. So you go like this. The thumb is pulling the hands back and to be flat. So you got to do this. Throw myself off balance. Let me get centered. Once you get in your breath, out of your mind, your awareness, soft. In through the nose, feel your fingertips, feel the energy coming through the center of your palm, through your arms, down to the core. Pause, exhale. From the core, you're exhaling, going into the ground, through down your legs and down the ground. Inhale, make your eyes close, almost. Feel, be aware with your breath. You're directing your breath to shape your breath to affect energy forces within you and without you. Your mind selects. Mind is very powerful from an energy point of view. It's very powerful at any point of view because it's attitude. What is your attitude doing this matters because it shapes the energy ability within the body. We get back here. Inhale, exhale. Step out. Here. Exhale. You have to do both sides. Inhale. If you're in a chair even doing this, it works because you're rotating the shoulders from the hips, separating the shoulders from the hip, the idea. When you turn the shoulders, don't let the shoulders come up. In fact, your head goes back so it's flatter. You'll feel the muscles and the restrictions more. That's something else. You're working. The separation between hips and shoulders is a paramount factor in our health, balance, and how well can we move in life. Watch my hands. The next series is called pulling taffy. Because you're going to be pulling energy from your arm and projecting it outwards. It's a real hard exercise. It takes a while to get really used to. And basically, what you're going to do is, let me go to one side. You stand here, and you bring your hands up like this. So the bottom hand is going out, and the top hand is going down. So you're blocking. This is almost like a strike. And look at you're almost like whip. It's not a round. You can do that. But if you really want to and then you're whipping around hand. It's very, if you want to stay on. 2, soft shoulders. The hands move the arms. So when you step out, you're stepping up. Here, this foot turns out, and you're turning the hips. So when you step out a little, step out just a hair, like that. So you can like that. This is a strike, believe it or not. And then you bring your foot back. Then you go the other direction. Again. Exhale. Inhale. Look at my wrist, soft wrist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And as your hands, one's going faster than the other. Last one. Next, you're stepping out. This is a whole routine. This is balance exercise. So you step out, you turn your shoulder, you step out, turn your feet in 13 degrees out here, and you go right towards you. Notice my hands up. Look at my thumb. You pull the thumb back, just the thumb. Here you work the little finger. Then you come back, go to the side, you step forward, come back, go back. I got this one messed up a little bit, so bear with it. So you step off. This one here, you step off with your left, inhale, straight, exhale, come back. Go to the side, inhale. So, then you step off with the right now. Come back, exhale, go back. This takes a little while to get used to. That's the second set. Next, it's called, if you want to say, twisting the hands. You're twisting the hands. So you're like this. Inhale, down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. When the hands open like this, you open, expand your chest, and you're exhaling down. You come up on your toes. Inhale, squeeze your glutes. Exhale as you're coming down. Pull up on your toes. You're engaging the toes. Exhale. Then you go this way. And you do that 10, 15, but at least 3 times. Just 3 times. The last pulling taffy is called perpetual motion, because you just stay in place. Turn your feet out slightly, so you like that. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. See how I move my feet? Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and you're shifting your weight slightly. So it's almost like you're striking to the side with your thumb, your hand. There's that soft shoulder, just like you're rocking back and forth between foot and the other. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. I'm squeezing my toes, and then I'm releasing my toes. Squeeze my toes, release my toes. That's called pulling taffy, because what you're doing is you're pulling. It's like you're pulling energy from one across here. You're pulling your foot involved. And your elbow, you snap out and you turn your hand flat. That's not easy for a lot of people. But be careful of your shoulders when you do that one. If you wanted to, like this, so let's show. If you can't get up here, then turn your shoulders slightly just to feel and shape your body the way you want, because then your body has to be shaped a certain way to do that. You're letting the hands lead the arms. You're letting your feet and your hips and the breath, using the breath. Of anything else, keeping the torso straight up and down so you can breathe. Thinking will always throw you off balance. But feeling, when you feel this drop down, oh, it's beautiful. When you can shape your body, you feel powerful. You just exhale, pull this down. Hips are forward, flat here, straight across here. That's when you're out to. This back leg is straight. You're on your ball, and if you need to, come up on the heel just slightly and drop down. That even pulls more. There's little subtleties to everything I'm sure. This is basic. Within those movements, you have internal force. You got your breathing, and you got your attitude, your awareness attitude that you develop. When I say awareness, awareness is an attitude. It shapes what type of awareness you create. You have to create awareness. Next, after pulling taffy, I want to do the wheel, the pulley. It's called a pulley. It's a very simple movement one way, but very difficult. So basically, you step forward again, same with hips. You bring your hand. That's inhale. You shift your weight back to the other. Great for tennis. Inhale. Exhale. Now watch my hands. As I'm coming back, I'm turning my palm down, bring my hand to my waist, and this palm comes up. Get in the timing. Inhale. Exhale. My mistake. Inhale here. Exhale back here. Inhale. Push your stomach out. Back straight. Exhale. So it's just the arm, the hands moving the arms, your power. You focus on the ring finger and little finger coming out. Now you're pulling back with the thumb, middle finger. And as you're pulling back, you're pushing forward. You pull back to push forward. You push forward to pull back. It's the timing. It's time together. You get softer shoulders. So as this hand comes back, this hand's moving forward exactly the same. This is actually pulling back to push this hand out. This hand is pulling back to push this hand out. This hand is pushing out to pull the hand back. You can play it either way. Inhale. Step up. If you need to exhale out the mouth, do it. Look how I turn my hand, go down to my waist, this hand comes out. It's like rotating around a pulley. You're creating a pulley. This comes floating down, totally back. Then it swings up around the finger. Look how I'm circling. My fingertips are circling. And then back around. Down. Then the palm turns it back. You come back with a flat palm up. Yeah, so everything's so soft, so you can just flip this. Inhale. Exhale. Now, this is a little different now. We're going to activate, put energy in 2 points of the body. It's a very simple thing. No, next, my mistake. We're going to do dynamic breathing. We're going to do joyful breath, it's called. And it's basically inhale, bring your fingers up, turn your palms, tighten here, and you let a little air out. Now do it out your nose, same thing. You tighten here. So you're tight and soft, tighten. When you tighten, you can't breathe. Then you soften it, tighten again. This makes this area dynamic. Inhale. I'll make a sound so you know what I'm doing. Inhale. Trumpet players should do this real good. But now you do it out your nose. 4 times. That's joyful breath. Not the last. Now the next movement I want to do is the crown. You turn your feet out like this, and basically you grab earth energy, bring it up here to your crown, and you flip it. Now watch my feet and hands. Inhale, exhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Then you circle, drop shoulders, no shoulders. Just feel your hands holding up there. Feel your hands, straighten your body out. Just above you, it's a crown. The energy above your head. You know how much heat goes out of your head? Well, you're taking that energy there and you're circulating it. Then you circle and then stop. 3 flips. Exhale, inhale. Then pull back, exhale down. Inhale up. The following this, you're going to temple. Inhale, flip, flip, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Pause, circle. Breathe. Feel, drop your shoulders, lift your shoulders. Feel your weight on your feet. Flip, flip, flip. Then inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now, it's called passing clouds. This is hard. Trust me. You're out like this. Turn your feet out. You're going to do a figure 8 hip movement. So when I say figure 8, it's going like this, around. So you're shifting your weight to the heel. then around to the ball, and then back to the heel to the other side and around. That's a figure 8. This is called passing clouds. There's several ways to do this. The first way, you come over here, inhale on the ball, you cross it here, exhale on the heel. Shift your weight forward, inhale on the ball, exhale on the heel. Oh, it's so beautiful. Shift your hips so you're perfectly up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Notice my hands are in line. This takes a lot of fluidity. It's a fluid, it's a sensation. You can play with. Let your wrist loose. Let it go all the way down. See how my wrist loose? And when it comes down, fingertips are loose. Use your fingertips. Inhale, pause, down. Inhale. So when you press on this ball, it's crisscross. Goes all the way to this hand. That's the key element there. When you press, you're throwing this hand across, and then the heel you're releasing. When you press on the ball here, you're pressing to make this hand dynamic. Inhale. This is a crisscross action. That's what makes it hard. But it also makes it valuable. Unbelievable. Plus, you're doing rotation around your outside of your heel, feet. So you're using the toes, ball, crisscrossing between hard and soft. This is a very dynamic move, but it's a, now the other way I'm going to show you can do this is you inhale, pause, turn your hands, exhale. Inhale. It's a little offsetting because one hand has to go a little faster than the other. The other one, it's even breathing. Exhale. Turn, exhale, you're throwing it away. This hand coming out. Again, crisscross out. Exhale, you're on your heel. You shift your weight forward. Look at my knee going forward. So I'm inhaling here. Push your stomach out. Turn, exhale, I'm on my heel. Then this, remember, this ball is throwing this hand across. And then releasing with the exhale on the ball. That's passing clouds. Now the next three things we're going to do, well actually 4, a little more than that, are sounds. Believe it or not, they're sounds. And each sound affects the organ. This is a Qigong process that I'm incorporating. And each sound has a tone, it's a vibration, and you connect it to part of your organs within your core area. And like the low sounds do one thing, high sounds do another. So the first one is ho, ho, chew, shoo, she, swe, swe. Hold on a minute, I'll get the sheet out. It gives me the organs on this one. This is my Tai Chi, or Qigong state. Ho means heart. Hu, H-U, spleen. Z, that's T-Z-U, lungs. Shi, 3 heaters, the 3 heaters. And Chui, C-H-U-I, kidneys. So basically, you go ho, get your mouth, ho, H-U, I'm my mistake. Yeah, H-O, ho, that's heart. Ho, just do it, ho, feel the vibration in your heart. Su, so it's ho, su, then sui, sui, that's T-Z-U, then shi, C-H-U, that's your liver, no, lung, no, wait, that's lung, shi, feel the lung, shi. And then the 3 heaters, shi and chi. That's my favorite, is the kidneys. Because you go chi, chi, chi. Let me go through the routine. Now, ho, hu, su, chi, shi, sui, sui, sui. When you get done there, bring your left foot here, bring it here, up, inhale, and then here. Notice how my hands are pointing towards me, my fingers, my elbows are down, shoulders are back. Inhale, this is cosmic consciousness. You make your eyes closed, half closed, and you just bend your knee and just stay in this position. Feel your toes balancing. 50-50 balance. Use the other foot as your balance. Then you do this for a couple minutes. Calm yourself down. Shape your. Then you inhale, exhale. Then you inhale, up, exhale down. Pause. Inhale up. Turn your palms up. Exhale, exhale, exhale. And back straight. Head, do not lean your head forward. Let your hands just hang there. Let your shoulders apart. Inhale. Inhale just a little bit. Make your hips softer. Make your whole body so you can't fall. And then when you want to come up, press on the ball, squeeze your glutes, and push your belly button out. Inhale. Look at my finger. Turn the pause. Come on up. Exhale. This is a routine. This is meditative, soft. Tai Chi, Qigong blended together, but basically it's Tai Chi. All the way they define. It's the circular motion of the hips. Look at my feet, look at my knees, hips, upper body, so you can breathe. You always know your upper body is being effective if you can breathe in all three places. You can do a deep breath of inhale, but the exhale, you can exhale. Exhale is the hardest thing. Try to get a 10-second exhale, 15-second, 20-second exhale, then a pause. There are 4 parts to breathing: inhale, pause, exhale, pause. These are the sequence. This is a routine. This is basic. Any comments of what areas you want to develop, see better, because the experience is what matters. It's not just doing it. The awareness experience with your core breathing, your torso, your whole body, the flow and the feeling and stimulating from your feet up, your whole body. Shoulders, no stress in shoulders, softer the shoulders, soften the face, and have fluidity. Being fluid is an art. It is pleasant. You can develop it over the whole day as much as you can. You shift between when you have to really think or being aware. It gives you more choices. That's all. This is Scott, the breathing guy. I train you to core breathe for your energy and strength, and for calmness, fluidity, and a much more sense of enjoying your attitudes in life.